Hey, Boozoo District 1 band members. Hey, it's Monty here, and today we are showing you a different part of safety here. Typically, we'd be in the Nay-Ah-Shing school, but hey, we're outside in this beautiful weather here, and today we're going to highlight our own crew of the Mille Band DNR Wildland firefighter crew. So they're going to show you who they are, what they do, and how important they play a role in our community. With that, I'll give it to our tribal DNR.
Hello, my name is Jordan. I'm a wildland firefighter for the DNR. This is Jake. And this is Nate. We're going to be going over some of the PPE that is required for wildland firefighters. These are some of the things you always need to be wearing as a wildland firefighter. We'll start from his head. He always wears his helmet to protect himself. He always needs safety glasses. Your fire-resistant Nomex shirt. Gloves. Your fire-resistant Nomex pants. And fire boots. These are all required to keep you safe and not to start on fire. Nate's demonstrating some of the tools that we use as wildland firefighters. Number one is a chainsaw that we use for cutting down trees, usually the trees that are on fire and we'd like to put out. That's for chopping up wood, and the other side is for digging. The next tool is a combination tool, also used for digging. We usually use these digging tools to scrape char off trees and to dig fire line. We dig fire line in order to prevent anything else from catching fire, and a shovel. These are the tools that we always carry with us on all of our fire engines.
So we can use this tool to start fire on our controlled burns, so we can burn out hazardous fuel areas in a controlled manner, or otherwise called prescribed fire, rather than letting that area potentially start when nobody is around to control it or to manage how the fire burns. And then we can also use these to back burn or burn in front of a head fire, so that it burns all the fuel out in front of that fire, so that way the fire goes out when those two flames come together, because they don't have one of the three essential tools for fire, which is oxygen, fuel, and heat. All right, now Jordan's starting our Model 52 fire engine. It holds roughly 300 gallons of water. It has a water hose on the back, and it also has connections to hook up hoses that run hose lays to put out fires. He's going to show you how to put out this little bonfire that we started here for you. This truck is provided through the BIA and the Model 52 program for tribal wildland firefighting crews throughout the country. They replace it every so often to keep it up to date for each program. This truck can be used to go out west and fight fires in any of the different states that might be burning up at any given time. We just had a firefighter come back from Colorado. He spent a little over 2 weeks out there fighting fire on some of the big wildfires they have out there, which can range anywhere from thousands to 100,000 acres. At the current time, we have right around 9 wildland firefighters on the crew. In the springtime, our main duty is standby, putting out any wildfires we come across on Mille Band lands, and just being prepared for those fires if they happen, so that way we can keep the community safe. We also do prescribed fires during the spring, and in the fall time we usually prep. And then these guys are pretty versatile. They do a lot of different things when it comes to trail maintenance, property maintenance, things like that for the band, all the way to plowing snow in the wintertime. We can assist other fire departments, such as the state DNR out of Onamia, if they call us out, we have the ability to do that depending on how many resources we have available that day. Also, like I mentioned a little earlier, we do have guys that sometimes will go out west and from Minnesota crews or other crews just to go and fight wildfire in the summertime to help western states with their large wildfires. And we could also, if we have the resources available, go up and help other tribes with prescribed burns or any larger wildfires they may have throughout the spring and summertime. So it's important for kids to know that fire can be dangerous, and although sometimes maybe they see adults doing things with fire like fireworks or bonfires, you should always have adult supervision whenever you are around fire, especially for a kid, because if a fire gets away from you, it could damage a home or hurt people or property, and that's not something you want to see. Whenever you're around fire, you want to make sure that it's controlled. And if you do see a fire that looks like it's not controlled, you can always call 911 and they'd get a hold of us if it's in our area or the local wildland firefighting department to go put it out and check on things. Here Nathan's going to demonstrate how to deploy one of our last-ditch effort safety tools that we have. It's called a fire shelter. You're only going to pull this out if the worst comes to fruition and you have to protect yourself from direct flames or heat. Go ahead and show us how we use that. You would basically pull it out and wrap it around your body and lay down on the ground and just hope that everything goes well and passes. Like I said, it's a last-ditch effort type of thing, and no one in our crew's ever had to use one, thankfully. And unfortunately, some firefighters have had to deploy. It's always a danger of the job, so all of the firefighters know that they are putting their lives in danger to try and put out these fires. Normally he would deploy this a lot faster, but he's just going around showing you how to do it here. You see here he's tucking all the edges out to keep any chemicals or hot air from a fire from getting inside.
All right. Well, thanks for watching on everything, the tools that we use on fire prevention, safety, PPE, all that kind of stuff. And remember, only you can prevent forest fires.